I would say, in the end of the day, I love what I'm doing. And the biggest thing for me, so it's a blessing for me to be here today. To be here and to compete, and I'm excited for compete for the dream again. You know, it's doesn't really matter what happened in the past. I only care about the moment that is in my hands right now, and that's this moment. So I'm excited to be here right now in front of you guys, talking to you, and I'm excited to put the gear on tomorrow and start to get ready for the season. So the hockey is a blessing for me, and I'm happy to be here and appreciate it to be here.
You say you don't want to look back or anything. We know that, but the Stanley Cup is something they never take away from you, right? You're always going to be a Stanley Cup champion. Do you ever think about that, or did you think about it yesterday when you had the cup and you know?
I think as a career goes on, all the achievement you're gonna appreciate after your career. You know, when you in it, you kind of as I explained it the moments ago, you're trying to concentrate on the one moment at your hands, and you don't think about the future and you don't think about the past. So I think that's the important thing. So we live in this moment, and I want to enjoy this moment and take the best out of it.
Is there any moment from the winning that you carry with you? I mean, any above any other, any game or any?
I would say the moment appreciation to God to put me in that spot. That's I carry with me all the time.
Bob, Paul said that realistically, and it's sort of natural, that teams that win the Cup the following year, they have targets on their backs. So going into this season, does anything change knowing that you're going to get the best, and you have in the past, from teams on any given night, especially when they play the defending Stanley Cup champions?
Sure, I think that is take place, but I also think it's more about us. It's the same as it used to be. Yeah, the things are again changed a little bit around us, but inside we have to stay the same. You know, I think it's after the winning, I feel it is challenging to keep yourself humble in the summer, because there are so many people, they try to bring the illusion around you and tell you how good you are and how great you are and stuff like that. But it's not the reality, you know. The reality is it's the illusion, it's just the words. So in the end of the day, it was a hockey game. It was a great series, you know, that tight series, and it could go any way. And if that happened and not in our favor, we would be in a tough spot, you know. So, and I would say again, to going into this season, into the training camp, it's the biggest things for us is to get together, start to build the chemistry, and work and help each other and support each other. So that's the challenge for us. And again, it's not about what's around us, it's more what's inside of us.
Bob, you mentioned all the time about focusing on the moment, just staying present. How do you do that when everything that's gone on with everything, all the rush over the last couple of years? How are you able to stay in the moment, and where did that mentality start for you?
I would say the big thing for me is the experience, because I've been on both sides. I've been on the side of tough time, and I've been on the side of good time. So on both of the sides are stress and could be negative for you. So for you, for me, it is important to find the middle in there and stay focused and appreciate the moment. It's what's in your hand again, because it always could be worse. And so you just thankful that you are here and thankful for what you have.
Well, not asking about the game necessarily, but what do you remember about the day of Game 7 and what you might have been feeling? I know you have routines, obviously, but did you try to keep it as normal a day as possible, or were there things that made that day really stand out?
I would say the both of, like, we had the 2 days before, right? So after that, our game 7, we had the 2 days. Those 2 days were special, definitely. So it's kind of your mind pulling on it, like trying to cheer you up between that you can lose everything, and this is the greatest opportunity in your head. So, and that's kind of my thought process. I was so excited, and I try to tell myself that how great that opportunity is to be in that spot, to be in Game 7 and have the opportunity that world is watching, really watching, and that this is the game that in the end of that game you're gonna be either so happy or you either be devastating. So that's definitely special. But again, I trying to stay in the moment with whatever I'm doing. So that was the key thing for me. But again, so we were able to do that, all of us, the guys, and we're definitely happy.
Sergey, how special was it to see, have the time with the Cup by yourself during the summer, and then seeing your teammates also celebrate? Because I feel like the Cup saw a lot of crazy things as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a great tradition. So to have the Cup in your house, in your hands, and spend time with it, and show it, celebrate with your friends, with your close ones. It's a great, so because the Cup, and like if you look at it, there is so much history wrote it on it, like so many destinies, so many legacies, and so many great names. So it's definitely makes you appreciate the trophy, the history of it, and it makes you feel that you have done something special.
Sergey, I know you like to keep your mind in the moment, and you're very routine oriented. But I mean, how much of a challenge was it, kind of balancing celebrating the Stanley Cup victory and having all the celebration stuff going on, and then preparing for this season? And when did it really kind of switch to a full mentality of just getting ready for this season?
Yeah, that's as I mentioned before, that was a bit of challenge because again, everybody trying to say how the good the team are, how good you are, and stuff like that. But again, over the course of my career, I learned how to not to listen that, and again, focus in one moment and do what's required for the next moment. So that's I think that's the key thing. The summer went by pretty quick. So, but it's also I would say it was a very balanced summer. So you don't need to create anything. So it was basically you saw the family, friends, spend time back home, then off ice block, and then here we're here. So it's yeah. I wish I can end the season this way all the time. So, but it's definitely definitely fun.